This conversation explores the transformative journey of Leana Deeb, a fitness influencer who shifted her focus from aesthetic-driven content to embracing faith, modesty, discipline, and holistic well-being. The discussion touches on themes of identity, authenticity, spirituality, community, mental health, and longevity practices, highlighting how these elements intersect in Liana's life and brand. Liana began her public journey as a fitness influencer focused primarily on appearance and fitting societal standards of the female physique. She cultivated a large following by sharing workout routines and promoting fitness as a pathway to a visually ideal body. Despite significant success, including millions of followers and brand partnerships, she admitted feeling emotionally empty and disconnected during this time. Her content was often centered around the external, body image, and physical aesthetics, rather than nurturing overall well-being or mental health. A pivotal moment in Liana's story came when she chose to completely reinvent her brand by embracing modesty and openly practicing her faith, Islam, which she had not fully lived before. This reset involved deleting much of her previous content focused on body exposure and starting over with a more authentically aligned message. Despite fears of losing followers and partnerships, she trusted her spiritual calling. Modesty, as she describes, is not about suppression, but about self-respect and loving oneself beyond physical appearance. Liana emphasized that her faith introduced profound discipline through practices such as daily prayers, fasting during Ramadan, and charitable giving. These foundations brought her a deeper sense of purpose and connection that extended beyond superficial success. Central to Liana's transformation is her consistent vulnerability and authenticity. She highlights how sharing her struggles, mental health challenges, identity questions, and personal growth has created a stronger, more engaged community. Rather than showcasing only the highs, she takes her audience along on the real, sometimes difficult journey. This approach deepened trust and broadened her following, transcending religious boundaries, as her message of spirituality and holistic health resonates across diverse faiths and backgrounds. Liana underscores the human need for genuine community, which she believes is vital for health and longevity. Isolation and loneliness are linked with diminished life expectancy and poorer mental health, as supported by scientific studies. Her experiences show that fostering a supportive, like-minded community rooted in shared values enhances well-being. The community she cultivated has evolved from admirers of physical beauty to individuals committed to self-improvement through mindful habits, faith, and fitness for longevity, rather than appearance. A major theme is Liana's distinction between discipline and motivation. She views discipline as the highest form of self-love and the key to freedom. Unlike fleeting motivation, discipline requires showing up and doing the work even when one does not feel like it. Through discipline, Liana found consistency, self-respect, and integrity. She rejects excuses that rely too heavily on giving oneself grace for lack of follow-through, instead advocating for profound personal accountability as a path out of depression and mental stagnation. Liana structures her day around the 5 daily prayers of Islam, starting early in the morning with reading and reflection. Her nutrition focuses on high-protein, anti-inflammatory foods aimed at managing issues like acne. Exercise has transitioned from purely aesthetic weightlifting to a hybrid of running and strength training, with plans to run a fully covered marathon. She practices digital minimalism by restricting phone use in the early and late parts of her day and employs breathwork to aid with sleep. Her routine embodies the integration of faith, fitness, and mental health as pillars of a balanced life. Journaling and prayer are critical tools Liana uses to cultivate gratitude, self-awareness, and emotional regulation. Her journaling habit involves morning gratitude prompts and daily reflections that focus on intention setting, behavioral self-correction, and mindfulness. Prayer offers a sacred space to connect with a higher power, process challenges, and foster resilience by seeking meaning even in adversity. These practices help her manage emotions, improve focus, and maintain perspective, reinforcing psychological safety and well-being. Liana's embrace of modesty challenges prevalent social media norms, especially in the fitness industry, where often the more you show, the more you grow dictates content strategies. Instead, Liana's less is more approach to modesty has resonated widely, attracting followers across different faiths who see in her example a more soulful and respectful representation of womanhood. Her mixed Palestinian and Uruguayan heritage informs her nuanced understanding of culture and religion, allowing her to bridge gaps and reshape narratives around modesty and empowerment. Faith, for Liana, integrates seamlessly with habits that support longevity, such as movement, healthy eating, and restful sleep. Practices like fasting during Ramadan align well with biohacking principles of metabolic health and mental clarity. The discipline of prayer and a structured spiritual routine fosters balance in autonomic nervous system function, contributing to immune resilience. This holistic integration of spirituality and physical health is a cornerstone of her personal philosophy and brand message. Liana acknowledges that not living authentically causes deep internal conflict, disconnection, and stress. Her own journey involved shedding old friendships and social patterns incompatible with her evolving values. Finding and accepting her true self was essential to reducing anxiety, building self-confidence, and creating a grounded existence. She encourages listening to one's intuition and allowing life chapters to unfold as part of the path to genuine identity. Inner alignment is presented as a vital prerequisite for mental and emotional well-being. While committed to faith and holistic routines, Liana also embraces technology to optimize health. She uses wearable devices like Whoop and Aura Ring to monitor sleep and recovery. Although hesitant about blood draws due to discomfort, she expresses interest in biomarker assessments to better understand her physiology. Her supplement routine includes omega-3s, electrolytes, and targeted nutrients for skin health, reflecting a balanced approach combining tradition and modern biohacking strategies. Currently, Liana is expanding her platform with a new podcast titled Being Human to deepen connections and share diverse stories. She also launched a modest activewear line with Gymshark, blending faith-inspired values with mainstream fitness culture. Her women's-only Uplift You Run Club and Uplift app exemplify efforts to build inclusive communities focused on holistic self-improvement. Her audience increasingly adopts modesty, journaling, meditation, and healthy habit formation, signaling a cultural shift inspired by her example. Liana practices mindful supplementation, favoring clean and minimal additions to her diet. She approaches caffeine consumption with caution and has experimented with mold-free coffee and matcha to balance energy needs without compromising health. Hydration and mineral replenishment are also important to her regimen. She emphasizes the importance of whole food nutrition over reliance on powders, underscoring balance and quality over gimmicks. Living authentically has helped Liana reduce chronic stress and internal friction. Her grounded identity allows her to navigate public scrutiny and social pressures without losing herself. She recognizes that many experience significant mental health challenges when their external persona does not align with their internal truth. By prioritizing authenticity and spirituality, she models a pathway towards psychological resilience that goes beyond surface success. For Liana, being an ultimate human means living authentically, aligning actions with values, honoring commitments to oneself, and practicing self-love. It is an ongoing process of growth, discipline, and integrity in daily life, extending beyond fitness to encompass mindset, spirituality, and community connection. This concept encapsulates her holistic vision of health and fulfillment.